Hey there folks, I am the Mighty Plantain. Thanks for checking out this video. It is officially springtime in Maine. The snow is melting. It's been in like the 50s and 60s most of the week. It's spring. Damn, that's great. Now, a lot of people looking at this warmer weather coming up, they're thinking, you know what, it's time to get into the lighter beverages. Let's grab some fucking hard seltzer instead of beer. We'll switch from our nice, warm, heavy winter drinking to the nice, light and fruity summer stuff. But not me. Not me, goddammit. I went and I picked up this new 4-pack from Lone Pine, local Maine brewery. There's a variety pack of fruity Kraft seltzer. Holy shit! Lone Pine, local Maine brewery, is making craft seltzer now. Well, I guess I fucked up. Well, we're going to review it anyway. I mean, it makes sense to do this product transition. Most breweries can make a quick and easy transition to hard seltzer, and it's a product that's in demand. Everybody wants it, and it's easy to make this stuff. From what I understand, now correct me if I'm wrong, but there are two primary methods for making hard seltzer. One is you take water, and if you're set up to carbonate it at all, which pretty much any brewery can do, carbonation, they pump CO2 into their beers all the time. You pump the water full of CO2, you carbonate it, you got seltzer water, and then you put some grain alcohol and a couple of flavorings into it. I might be oversimplifying it, but that's, as far as I understand, that's method one. Method two is to take water, add yeast so that it carbonates itself, and just feed the yeast with nutrients. Sugars, basically. Mostly just plain old sugars. Corn syrup works. So that it both carbonates and adds alcohol to the water at the same time. Now, larger scale operations, from what I understand, and Lone Pine falls into this category, I think, is probably just taking grain alcohol and flavorings and throwing it into seltzer water that they're carbonating on site. Again, I could be completely fucking wrong about this. You tell me if I'm wrong, but these are the very basics as I understand it. Lone Pine, great company. Did I expect to see a local company making hard seltzer? No, not really, but hey. Seltzer's got its place. You can drink it, and it's a little more health conscious for those of you that's important to, which sometimes includes me. I mean, I bought this fucking shirt. It's a Hanes size large, by the way, 6 years ago, and I've worn it once before now. And it's still a little too fucking tight. You can, fucking titties, and you can probably see my nipples right through the fucking thing. If I stood up, you'd see these two little bumps surrounding my navel, and it's embarrassing. But you know what? School shirt. I want to try it on tonight. See if I fit into it yet. You got some work to do still. Anyway, let's be perfectly honest. Hard seltzer. It's popular. It's great. It's out there. People like it. I'm not a big fan. Not a big fan. My testicles are just too big. I'm sorry. What else can I say? I'm also not a big fan of seltzer. It's got a bitter flavor to it, and no matter how much fruit and sweetness you add to it, it doesn't work. You can take the little flavoring mixes that are supposed to sweeten up and flavor any type of water, and they do make a difference in these, but I don't care who's making this stuff, it's still flavored alcoholic seltzer. That being said, we're going to check all four of these out. We've got, watermelon, cucumber, blueberry lemon, strawberry, and raspberry lime. So we're going to start with the watermelon cucumber. We'll go to the strawberry next, raspberry lime third, and then blueberry lemon last. I'm only doing that because I think the flavorings of each of these are going to be, I'm just guessing which has the less intense flavor to the more intense flavor. They're all 4% ABV, so I won't reiterate that each time. I'm sure there are 0 IBUs because there's no hops in these, or any grains to impart bitterness units. It's going to have that weird seltzer bitterness that I don't like anyway, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Who am I kidding? I'll probably talk about it throughout the entire fucking video. You know that. I'm going to repeat myself. I've had a few drinks before this, so I'm just going to say the same thing over and over and over again. You guys are just going to fast forward through it, hopefully, and just check out each flavor. Sorry. That's just the way it is. But 0 sugar, 86 calories. That's actually not too fucking bad. A 12-pack of these will get you through the day, right? And then some. You know, you can eat a sandwich or something. But, you know. And 2 carbs per can. I mean, come on, 86 calories per can, 2 carbs per can. That's not bad. For something that's 4% ABV, that's like your average beer, but way less full of shit that you don't need. I mean, come on, you can't beat it. I mean, other than drinking hard alcohol, or well, even hard alcohol is going to have more sugars than that, unless you go with a straight up, let's say high proof of vodka, or something like Everclear, which is almost pure grain alcohol, or plain old corn whiskey, which hasn't been barrel aged, which is pretty much straight grain alcohol. I mean, it's not a bad option overall, health-wise, diet-wise. You can get fucked up and still lose weight. Anyway, here we go. Lone Pine, Kraft Seltzers, watermelon, cucumber, first of 4. Well, the color and appearance are no big surprise. I mean, it's hard seltzer. By the way, in case anybody out there might have picked this up and assumed it didn't have alcohol in it based on the fact that it says hard craft seltzer, it says on there specifically contains alcohol. Is twice on the label. So if you think you're not getting an alcoholic beverage, you're a fucking idiot. Ingredients: carbonated water, ethyl alcohol, see, dextrose, yeast, citric acid, and natural flavors. So here's the question. If it's carbonated water and ethyl alcohol, plus dextrose, citric acid, natural flavors, so they basically did take seltzer water and add a pure grain alcohol to it. But there is yeast in here. Now my question is, did they add yeast to create carbonation, or just to be able to say they brewed it? Or are they assuming that are they obligated to mention that yeast was involved in the creation of the grain alcohol? That's a good question, but at some point yeast was involved in the creation of this, whether it's the making of the actual hard seltzer or just in the making of the alcohol that went into the hard seltzer. So that's a good question. Not a low-calorie food. 86 calories per 12 ounces. That sounds pretty low fucking calorie to me. I mean, it's not considered a food stuff, so maybe that's why they have to put that on there. But hey. Anyway, born from the craft mindset and packed with flavor, our all-natural craft seltzers are refreshing in a revitalizing way. LonePineBrewery.com. 1% of proceeds go to Sebago Clean Waters to conserve forests that protect Greater Portland's water supply. Good idea, because other than Lone Pine, there's a ton of Portland craft brewers that rely on the Portland water supply. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do the light on this one. Now, unless the others look different when I first pour them out, we're going to skip this step on the next 3 because it's seltzer water. It's clear. It's pretty bubbly. There are no tinges or tints based on the flavor. It's just clear, bubbly seltzer water. Although it is quite bubbly and effervescent. No head whatsoever. Any head that's building up there is just kind of quickly evaporating, but again, it's seltzer. There's a mild aroma of watermelon. Sweet watermelon, like a piece of watermelon Hubba Bubba. Do they even make Hubba Bubba still? Hubba Bubba used to have the two-tone bubble gum with those square pieces. I say this and I say square. I do this and I say square. There's like the square pieces. I can't make a square with one hand. So anyway, it was two-tone colored, and whatever fruit it was, it had like a green on the outside and pink on the inside for the watermelon, dark purple on the inside and light purple on the outside for grape. I remember Hubba Bubba. Anyway, it smells like watermelon Hubba Bubba. Hubba Bubba. It's just fun to say. Yeah, like I said, I had a couple of drinks before getting this started. Smooth. Goes down like water. Slightly bubbly water. It's crisp. Easy to drink. Refreshing. Hydrating. Pardon. On a nice hot summer day, I mean, come on, that's going to hydrate you and get you drunk at the same time. So it's like drinking vodka in Gatorade, except this has less salty flavor. Actually has less flavor overall than vodka. Or vodka. Than Gatorade. Pardon. It's seltzer water. It has that slightly weird, bitter, off-putting taste that I can only attribute to carbon dioxide, because I don't know what the hell else it's water. So why do I get a weird, bitter taste from seltzer water? And I'm talking non-alcoholic, non-flavored seltzer water. It doesn't taste like water. It's got that weird taste to it, and I can only attribute it to the carbon dioxide that's diffused within the water. Primarily that up front. I mean, cucumbers basically taste like water anyway, but it does have a slightly crisp flavor that you might be able to associate with fresh cucumbers. And on the back end, there is a very, very slight hint of watermelon flavor. Pardon. Ooh. All the gas coming up at once. So anyway, yeah, there's a slight hint of watermelon flavor, but it smells more like watermelon than it tastes like watermelon, but that's pretty typical for these craft seltzers, so. I mean, it ain't awful. It ain't great. It's going down smooth and easy. It's easy to drink, and it's going to hydrate you. Boom, 4% ABV, 12 ounces gone. That's kind of a dangerous thing. But I'm hitting this with a 3 out of 5. And I'm going to say this once on the top of the video, and hopefully it carries through the rest and I don't repeat myself over and over again. But on a scale of 1 to 5, a 2.5 is average. So 3 is just a little bit above average. And that's my overall experience for this beverage. I mean, I'm not going to go out of my way for it, but I'm not going to turn it down. And it's not off-putting in any way, shape, or form, other than that slight weird tang that I always get from any seltzer water. So I can't really put it down for that, because that's me, my personal experience with seltzer water. But I don't have anything huge to recommend it other than the health benefits and the fact that I don't hate it. It's refreshing. So this one's done. I'm going to just pause the video here. Normally I would say I'm going to finish this up and move on to the next one, but I'm going to pause the video while I run to the fridge, grab the next one, and we'll get set up for the next video, or the next segment of this video, which is going to be the strawberry flavored seltzer. All right, so we're doing the strawberry flavored Lone Pine Kraft Seltzer. Nothing new or different on the label for this one. As a matter of fact, the 4% ABV stands. The ingredients are the same. I did double check it, and so is everything in the description. So let's get this bad boy poured out. I did do a little bit more of an aggressive pour on this one because I wanted to see, yep, same result. Ooh, I can smell the strawberry off of that from here though. So maybe getting more of it into the air was a better idea. But wow, that does smell way more like strawberry. I'm going to skip doing the light because there's nothing new or different to see here. It's bubbly seltzer water and there's no tint to it at all. It's still going to be clear, etc. There is a much stronger strawberry aroma off of this than there was a watermelon / cucumber flavor off of the last one. I'm sorry, unless you add vinegar or salt to them, cucumbers really don't have much of an aroma other than crisp and fresh, which applies to any fresh cut vegetable or even grass. So, yeah, that definitely smells like strawberry. Way more than the last one smelled like watermelon. So, interesting. Still got that seltzer water taste. And a bit of a bitter strawberry flavor. Now, here's what I'm going to say. You notice strawberry candy, strawberry anything with extra sugar added has a different sweet strawberry flavor than actual fresh strawberries. Trust me, folks, I've taken them right out of the field, by the way. Yeah. Nothing like a strawberry fresh off the fucking vine. As long as it's ripe enough and not too ripe. Anyway, but even eating a fresh strawberry, it has a bit of a bitter aftertaste to it. It tastes sweet, not as sweet as strawberry flavoring or candy, but a little bit tart, and then there's a bit of a bitter finish to it. This is more like having a fresh strawberry without the tartness. And maybe that strong, sweet strawberry aroma plays more into that. But up front is a nice sweet flavor, sweet strawberry flavor, and then it fades to a bit of a bitterness. And again, I attribute that to the seltzer water because it's got that flavor, like I said, that I can only account for based on the carbon dioxide that I get from all seltzer waters. I know I'm already repeating myself with only the second drink in this video, and I'm going to try to keep an eye on that because, like I said before, again, I'm repeating myself. This is not my first drink of the evening, not my second, like my third or fourth. I might have had a few before I started this video. Pardon. Also, once again, a lot of gases in here that are coming up. Anyway, strawberry flavor is a little stronger than the watermelon cucumber flavor it was in the watermelon cucumber. I'm still hitting this with a 3 out of 5. Not great, not awful. I got nothing bad to say about it. The overall experience is, I mean, it's a hard seltzer. It is what it is. That's all they're ever going to be. So I'm going to finish this one up. And then we will whip out the raspberry lime. See, I was trying to say whip out, and I was thinking ahead to raspberry lime, and then those two got jumbled up in my head, so I said rip out. Anyway, after this, we will whip out the raspberry lime. I almost did it again when I said raspberry lime. Yep. I am in trouble, and tomorrow's going to suck. Anyway, raspberry lime's next. Oh, I got it right that time. And third in the line is raspberry lime. Oh, I said it again correctly. Let's see. Nothing new in any of the information on the description. So, still, same as before. 86 calories per can, zero sugars, and 2 carbs, 4% ABV. So, I'm guessing, based on the fact that everything is so consistent, that the only reason they're mentioning yeast in the ingredients is that yeast was used in the production of grain alcohol that was added to the carbonated water. Now, again, that's just a guess on my part, and not necessarily an educated guess, but a partially educated guess. Raspberry lime. I'm skipping the light on this one as well because I do not see any sort of tint or anything to it. It's still just a very clear. Hang on. Yeah, never mind. I thought I might have seen a slightly green tint to it, but it was either my imagination or the way the light from something else in this room is hitting the glass that's causing it to look slightly green to me. Anyway, raspberry lime. That one's actually got a very neutral aroma. I have been cleansing with regular water in between each of these, by the way. I do that with every multi-pack, variety pack, several beers in a row review that you see, except for the rare ones where you see me doing things like literally back-to-back on camera. But I do try to actually show you on camera that I'm drinking water in between as I do those. But again, I'm sure there are some rare videos that I have not cleansed with water. And I usually try to mention specifically those. Anyway, I'm getting off in the woods here. Yeah, basically getting a very neutral, no aroma off of that. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, funny. The other two, I did get at least some sort of aroma reminiscent of the fruit flavoring. This one, nothing. Up front, just that plain old bitter seltzer water. This one's interesting though, because with the other two, I got the fruit flavoring right off the bat. With this, it took a second to kick in. Yeah, right up front, it's just that weird bitter seltzer water flavor. And then after I swallow, as it rests on the tongue, I get some slightly bitter, slightly sweet, slightly tart raspberry flavor. And then afterwards, in the aftertaste, is when some lime comes through. Not bad. Again, it's really just slightly flavored seltzer water, so nothing huge either. It's another 3 out of 5. Like I said, it's not impressing me, not blowing me away, but I got nothing negative to say about it. It's slightly above average based on my experience with Kraft seltzers or any hard seltzers. So, yeah, it is what it is. I'm going to finish this one up, and we will move on to the fourth and final blueberry lemon one. All right, so the fourth and final one in this pack is the blueberry lemon Lone Pine Craft Seltzer. Again, 4% ABV. Nothing different in the ingredients or any of the other information. Same calorie content, same carb content, same zero sugar content. Let's check this out. I guess that's one nice thing you can say about the Kraft seltzers, on top of the other nice things you can say about their health. More healthy than beer options is that you can really aggressively pour them without any fear of overflowing the glass. And folks who have been watching this channel for a while know that I struggle constantly with putting a good head on a beer. And that's because I'm hesitant to get really aggressive like that with the pour, because I've had way too many that have bubbled over the glass and made a mess on me. So, that being said, I do not have that concern with these Kraft seltzers, because as bubbly as they might be at any given point in time, they don't bubble over the glass. They're not even as bad as a soda would. There's no head, there's no bubbles, there's bubbles coming up, but there's no bubbles accumulating. There's no surface tension to keep the bubbles there. It's basically water. Anyway, blueberry lemon. I am getting a slightly blueberry aroma. No real citrus though, just a... Pardon. 3 of these later, there's plenty of gas coming up. Better out than in. I can't do the Shrek accent right now. I can, but it would sound awful. So, bottom line is, I'm better off burping now than farting later. So, yeah, just a slight blueberry aroma. There's no real. I'm not getting any real citrus. Almost smells like a blueberry muffin loaf. I think it was Little Debbie. I don't know. Some snack cake company made a blueberry muffin loaf. And this is reminding me of that. Weird. A lot more bitterness. I mean, blueberries can be bitter too, but a lot more bitterness than anything. Yeah, it's just bitter. Maybe slightly tart. And oddly enough, I mentioned the blueberry loaf snack cake thing. I'm getting a hint of bready yeastiness in the finish, which is weird because I don't get any hint of yeast from any of these. And this is blueberry lemon, not blueberry bread. Yeah, it's like bitter blueberry. And this weird bready yeastiness, and some of the tartness of the blueberry might have a citrus overtone to it, but I'm not really getting like the lemon. I'm not getting a distinct lemon flavor, just a slightly tart, possibly citrus influence. That's another 3 out of 5 for me. So, overall, folks, there's 4 beverages in this pack, and they're all 3 out of 5s from me. Pardon. Which puts them just slightly above average. Here's the thing. Pardon. Again. Seltzers, hard seltzers are popular, and they're not hurting anybody. Honestly, for the health conscious and for staying hydrated throughout the evening, hydration is the key to defeating any potential hangover, just for the record. mean, they have their place. They're low calorie, no sugar. If any alcoholic beverage could be said to be health conscious, or diet friendly, it's a hard seltzer. So, me again, I don't feel they're fucking ballsy enough to really cut the mustard, but I understand that people do like them because of the health reasons. And so I'm going to say this. I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to buy this again. I'm not. Me, personally. I'm not going to buy any hard seltzer other than for the purposes of reviewing it for this channel. But for those of you who do buy hard seltzer, look, they all suck as far as I'm concerned. But if you're going to buy them, at least buy local. I mean, I love Lone Pine. I love their beers. My wife loves them too. The Lady Plantain loves Lone Pine. Which is, there's a handful of breweries around the state that we both agree on. Well, we both kind of like most breweries, but Lone Pine, Bigelow, Liquid Riot, there's a handful from Liquid Riot she likes. It's hard to find a brewery that we both really like a lot of the beers from. That's my point. Other than Cushnock and Bigelow, Lone Pine is like, just because they're further away, they're also on that list, but they're, not our number one or number two choice. Anyway, bottom line being, Lone Pine's a great local brewery. A lot of people can agree on them. So if you're going to buy hard seltzer at all, I wouldn't. Maybe you do. Maybe it's your preferred beverage. If you're going to buy it, at least buy local. And Lone Pine's got a decent pack here. I mean, the Budweiser stuff sucks. Most of it sucks. Lone Pine sucks a little bit less. Sorry, guys. I love your beers. Hard seltzer, it sucks because it's hard seltzer. But yours sucks a little bit less than everybody else's. I'm flattering myself by assuming that anybody who works for the brewery is even watching this, so. I guess all of that boils down to 2 points. Maybe, let's say three. One, I fucking hate hard seltzer. So take anything I said in this video with a grain of salt. 2, I hate hard seltzer. So I'm going to crap on all of them. But I'm going to crap on Lone Pines less than any of the others I've reviewed before. 3, if you're going to buy crap like hard seltzer in the first place, at least support a local producer. So buy the Lone Pine stuff. Bottom line, right now, there might be some other main breweries out there that are making hard seltzer. But for now, I'm endorsing Lone Pine above any others because they're the only local one I've found right now, off the top of my head. So. I've got like 2 or 3 Lone Pine beers in my fridge right now because I love their beers. I'll keep an eye out for other local companies that are making hard seltzers, and maybe we'll run those down too. But all right, I've said my piece. I'm tired. I'm done making excuses for why I crapped on this. Give it a shot for yourself. I'll say this the same way I say it for any other product I review on this channel. This is just my opinion. Hit me up down below in the comments, the email link down there. Let me know what you think. Whether you agree or disagree, either way, I still want to hear from you. If you're a hard seltzer person and you've got something different to say about the Lone Pine stuff than I do, lash it out. Hit me up. While you're down there, don't forget to like and share the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Until next time, folks, thanks for tuning in. Buy local. Cheers. Christ. It's a refreshing summer beverage. I'm not going to crap on it completely, but I just, I prefer beer.